The Bailey Fountain is where I meet Prospect Heights native Gib Veconi. It's 6 o'clock on a Friday, and the Grand Army Plaza where the fountain is located is, to say the least, magnificent. The fountain and the plaza mark the beginning of Prospect Park, a fixture that has, amongst other things, continued to draw people to this community.
This place is right next to Prospect Park. It's next to the museum. It's next to the Botanic Garden. It's right here next to the subway stations.
Veconi has been living in Prospect Heights for over 20 years. And though it is the physical places like the parks and gardens that initially draw people in, he explains it is the institutions that make this place unique.
There used to be a restaurant on the northwest corner of Prospect Place and Vanderbilt Avenue called the Garden Cafe. And it was a tiny place. I think they might have had 8 tables in there.
In 2009, Zagat named the Garden Cafe the best restaurant in Brooklyn.
They beat out Peter Luger. They beat out the River Cafe.
The restaurant was the perfect place where neighbors could gossip, connect, and get to know one another.
You could walk in off the street and have, this marvelous meal in a quiet room, maybe say hello to one of your neighbors.
It is places like the Bailey Fountain and the now-gone Garden Cafe that have made Veconi's time in Prospect Heights memorable. In particular, he remembers when he first moved to the area and got to experience the Brooklyn Day Festival.
It was the funkiest thing I had ever seen in my life.
The festival featured jousters and jugglers and boxers.
And I just walked in thinking, this is really cool. This is not at all what I would have expected to find here.
And the area was filled with sugar-fueled children, running and screaming and climbing.
There were kids playing in the Bailey Fountain. They just let kids jump in with everything going. All of the jets are going. Imagine this thing full of 4 and 5 and 6-year-old kids. It felt like something where it was just totally free. That is one of my best memories of living here.
Feeling connected to a community while still feeling free is often what makes a place feel like home. And to many, this is what has kept them in Prospect Heights throughout all these years. The Bailey Fountain is where I meet Prospect Heights native Gib Veconi. It's 6 o'clock on a Friday,